Drop them anchors and grab them cocktails. Boy, do we have a show for you. How's everybody doing? Can everybody hear me? Please let me know because I'm having video troubles and I had to reroute my video. Y'all, we have got a show today. Yay, y'all can hear me. Y'all, we have got a show today. Listen, I have been waiting all day for this. We got a special guest today that's going to be partying with us. I'm really excited for this. I think people have been waiting for this moment, and it's going to happen tonight right here on the show. So let me tell you what today's show is about. It's all about the Western Caribbean. For those of y'all that are getting ready to sail to the Western Caribbean, this is going to be the show for you. We're going to be talking about Costa Maya, Roatan, and Cozumel, the ins and the outs, what to be looking for, some unusual facts about these ports. So we're going to hit these topics today. We're getting ready for cruise cocktail because, you know, we've got to do the cruise cocktail of the week at the beginning of the show because we all have to have something to sip on. So my question is for y'all, do you have your cocktails? Cheryl? Y'all jump-started this chat like a long time ago. I am so lucky to have y'all in here. And the first one that was in here was TCT Trippin'. Travel Takes Trips. Thank you so much for stopping in. Dustin at 722. What's up? Followed by Zach with Coker Culture, of course. Zach and Jess. Is Jess watching? Hey, Jess. We got Denise in here. Hey, Denise. You ain't working tonight. Listen, I want to go ahead and I'm not going to wait. I was going to wait until after we'd done the cruise cocktail of the week, but I just can't wait. I just can't. Well, never mind. I got my cruise cocktail already. But I'm going to go ahead and bring my special guest to the stage. If I can, this is my first time trying to do this, so y'all bear with me, okay? Voila!
Master
Hey!
Scotty J.
Hey, hey, hey! Finally, the both of us. Finally,
That's right.
finally.
In the same live. Whoop, whoop.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, my friend. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you for joining my live today.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anchors Aweigh, my friend.
Yes, yes. What are you sipping on?
I'm sipping on our cruise cocktail of the week, so I don't want to give it away. So
Okay, so let me tell y'all what our cruise cocktail of the week. Cruise cocktail of the week is going to be one and only sex on the beach. Like I said earlier, I think everybody should have a little bit of sex on the beach.
I love it. Mine's like sex on the little dune next to the beach, but you know it's okay. So
It's okay.
Still, cheers.
It's sex somewhere. There you go. Our ingredients. Excuse me, I'm over here smoking. Our ingredients for the cruise cocktail. Y'all caught me. Y'all caught me. Cruise cocktail of the week. Sex on the Beach, 1.5 ounces of vodka, and we used Tito's.
Of course.
Half ounce of peach schnapps, half ounce of Chambord, 1.5 ounces of orange juice, and 1.5 ounces of cranberry juice. And I can already feel it. Feel it.
Me too. Warm in my soul.
We've had a lot of people come into the chat early. I started reading off some people.
We love
They came in early, hour early.
They came in early. They was ready.
They did. We got Denise in here and Dustin.
Dustin.
We got Zach. Listen, we got to get on Zach today.
Yeah, it's his fault, Cheryl. We're gonna play a game of Clue tonight to find out whose fault it was last night that this man went live to trick you. And guess what? It wasn't me.
It was not Scott at all. Believe it or not. Let me take a sip. Cheryl, I'm sorry. I was really the last person to know, really. And I just went with it. I mean, I just went with it.
He got forced. He got forced.
It was good. And let me tell you something. I was praying. That people would show up because I was like, she cannot come in here with 3 or 4 people in here. And I didn't even think about my lights. She said, I should have known something was up because I didn't have my lights on. And I was like, dang it.
Oh, she knew. She
got me, girl. She got me. Listen, Zach was over on TikTok with me earlier.
I was going to go over. That's right. I forgot that's what you do.
I know. That's what I do. I did it for an hour before coming up. Well, yeah. Zach was over there. We were just bull crapping.
You know, bull crapping.
That's what we do. We have Mr. Law Jones in the house.
Hello, Mr. Law.
So do. Denise saying hello to everybody.
Denise.
Oh, my God. Look.
Over
I was
200.
hoping it would happen this week. I finally got over 200. I got out the hundreds.
201.
Thanks, Vicky. Thanks. I did not know that. I was like, God, I got to get over 200 this week.
Mm-hmm.
My next stop is 500. 500. Let's do it. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to me right now and hit that like button.
Boop.
Everybody saying hi to Foodie. The food is here finally.
The food is here.
We got Roots and Waves. Hello, Scotty and friends. Scotty, I discovered your channel through Alvin, bartender in Rome. I like Alvin. He is a good bartender. Do y'all ever watch him?
No, I've never watched him before, but
I found him through, I think, Tuber Chat or The Source or something like that. And he's a bartender and usually, records live or does live while he's bartending and stuff. It's really cool. Antoinette is in the house. She has been MIA for 2 weeks.
Good to see her back.
She's been MIA.
Good to see her back, though, today.
It is good to see her back. Show is. Look.
Oh, there she is. There she is. It wasn't my fault, Cheryl. Hashtag it wasn't me.
There she is. Cheryl, I'm glad you can make it. Yes. Do y'all have an Alexa there? Alexa! For anybody else that has Alexa, I'm sorry. Not sorry. So, what do we want to start off with first today? I could keep going through this chat, but it's going to take me all night. So I want to make sure I get some talking points.
It totally is. It totally is. Got a lot of people here, though. Vena's here and Barry's here. Barry's been everywhere. Danny's here, the Dizzler. And you got a lot of people.
Dustin.
Me and my rollate are up dancing. Cheryl, it's only Wednesday. Oh, geez.
What did Cheryl say? I missed it. Yes.
Whoa.
We have got Linda in here.
Yeah, well.
Miss
Me and my
Linda.
rollator are up. Tomorrow, I will not be able to walk. She's dancing because of you, Scotty.
Oh,
Miss Cheryl. Look, yeah, she's up right now. Look at her.
I know it. She's getting
She's up
down.
dancing. Oh, Captain Billy J is here. Oh.
Oh.
Today is Wednesday, right? Asking for Cheryl.
It is. It is. Today is Wednesday all day.
Captain Billy J.
All day. All day. So did.
Oh, shit.
I was kind of debating on whether to start my live a little late.
Late? Why late?
Just a little late, just to give Cheryl a little heart attack.
Just to mess with her. What day is it? Jeremy?
Zach, I'm pulling out the bus. We driving over your butt, and I'm hitting reverse. Hey, listen, y'all like my shirt? Let me show y'all my shirt.
Kimberly Lavelle is here. Hey, Kim.
It's
look at that.
It's got cocktails all over it. Isn't that fabulous?
That is fabulous.
Yeah. My crew's cocktail.
I like that. We're drinking one of you right now. Two of you.
Yay!
Actually.
So,
oh my,
Scott.
that's on the beach. Oh my. Linda's here. Linda, listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Where am I at on this chat? Because I got lost again.
Listen,
I get
Linda.
lost in these chats.
Cheryl said she did an investigation on Channel 5 with Law and Order. Okay, good. So you know that it wasn't me.
See there?
Oh.
It didn't matter how many times we tried to tell her that you had nothing to do with it. She just was not having it. It was.
Hey, I might have texted you to tell you that Scotty J was live, but that I didn't. That was no trickery. I just texted you just in case you happened to want to watch us live and you showed up. The fact you thought it was Wednesday yesterday was not my fault. It was Zach's. Oh, Nettie's here too. Nettie and JT is here. Hello, Nettie.
Nettie, do you got your tequila in hand, honey?
So many people up in here. Oh my Lord, I love it. I love it. Miss Najuma is here. Hello, Miss
Najuma.
Najuma. Oh, Sherman and Crystal. Hello, Sherman and Crystal.
Everybody's up in here.
Yeah, Ron, of course, Ron's here. Ron,
Woodlicker Ron.
the wood licker Ron. Yep, it's middle of the week, hump day. You know he's licking wood now. Kimberly Lavelle. Kimberly. Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
Oh, see, now I'm getting down where you're at, I think. I'm so lost in this.
Travel cake trips. They were the first ones in here.
Yes, they were.
Now I'm just seeing them.
Captain Billy J, thanks for coming in here.
Oh, Eddie. Hello, Eddie. Missed Eddie, but hello, Eddie. He's somewhere up there.
Eddie's in here?
Yeah.
Yo, Eddie?
Or another Eddie. Some other Eddie. Eddie! That's a good Sex on the Dunes.
So what did you put in your drink?
I don't know. I couldn't find a good cranberry juice at my store. So I went with, I don't know, what is this? I thought it was a good color, but it's actually a little lighter when you pour it. I went with one of these Roar Organics. I walked around for like
it's
10
a fruit
minutes.
punch.
Yeah.
I bet you that would be good.
I mean, it is kind of good, but it's a little light. It's really not the color of a Sex on the Beach. That's why I called it,
Well,
Sex on the Dunes.
I was hoping that he would bring it in here and it was going to look like the picture, where it's a little bit of red on the bottom and then orange.
Well, that's what it was in the beginning, but then I mixed it because it was just, yeah, it looks good layered, but it just doesn't taste as good layered. It tastes better when you mix it up, But for the pictures and for the videos, you got to leave it layered because it just looks cool.
Cheryl says her drink is missing. She can't remember the days. She can't remember the times. And she can't remember where she put her drink.
Are you sitting, Cheryl? Are you sitting down? Oh, Lord. Oh, Dwayne says, hey. Hey, Dwayne.
Hey, Dwayne. Everybody saying, hey.
Oh, I don't know. I thought I saw Eddie Law.
Well.
He is not here. I don't know.
So, Scott, tell us, how many times have you sailed the Western Caribbean?
Woo! Probably 25 plus times, or at least parts of the Western Caribbean.
So that's been most of your sailings is the Western Caribbean?
Most of my sailings, yes, correct.
Yes, mine too. Mine too. I think I've done, all of my sailings have been Western except for one.
Oh, yeah. I think you were saying that last night. Your teaser last night. 13 cruises, am I correct? 13 cruises?
13 cruises. Yes. I was a late bloomer. I started in 2019. We started talking about cruising in 2016. What'd you do? What did you just do?
I'm laughing at you. You said I'm a late bloomer.
Oh, I am a late bloomer. I am. It took us a few years to discuss. I mean, to go on a cruise. We were smokers. We were smokers. I smoked cigarettes, and I was like, they're going to have smoking spots. And how far is my cabin going to be from the smoking spot? Do I really want to spend a week doing that? So we just never booked it. And finally, in 2019, we were just like, let's do it. And it's been like 2 or 3 cruises a year ever since.
Mm-hmm.
It just takes that one.
People at the smoking spot and on your ship and when you're cruising with people and obviously on YouTube too.
Yeah. But yeah. And so, and like I said last night, I've always been lurking behind the, in the chats before I became a YouTuber, and I never would chat. I just sit and watch. Like I would come and see some of your game shows and I would just sit in there and watch. Or, if I came across another live, I would just sit and watch. And James had to push me off the edge. He was like, just talk. Just start your YouTube and just talk.
I love it.
So then I did it. So here I am.
We love that you did. I honestly thought it was to be honest with you, I'll tell you right now. When I first saw you in a chat, I thought it was somebody making fun of Billy J. I thought it was at first I thought it was sort of like a troll thing. And then I forget who I saw you in. I had mod status. So I went to your channel and immediately was like, okay, definitely not a troll. And I was like, maybe Billy J knows Scotty J. I was like, maybe they're related. Then I asked Billy J. He was like, no, not related, but I've definitely watched a few of his vlogs. And I think he's just another travel vlogger. And then you started coming in more and more. And it just happened to be Captain Billy J. and Scotty J. Travel.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
So Captain Billy J., I see some of his videos, as well. He's great. I had started a cruising group for our sailing for last November, like a year and a half out.
Okay.
And Billy J was part of our Facebook group, but I didn't put 2 and 2. I didn't put that he was the cruise vlogger, and I would see him chat in the Facebook group. We would chat back and forth. And I just so happened come across a video of his on YouTube, and I was like, wait a minute, that name is in my Facebook group.
Mm-hmm.
So then I messaged him, and he was actually my first live experience. He brought me on his live for the Carnival Spirit as a Facebook admin, for the group.
Oh, I love it.
I'm highlighting the cruise. So that was my first live experience. And then that's when I started posting videos and doing my thing.
I love it. And here you are. Look at you now.
I know. Anchors Aweigh.
What, 6th episode? No. 5th?
Yes.
6th?
This is my 6th. This is the 6th one. Yeah, we're going to have season 2, season 3, season 4. So, what are your favorite ports in the Western Caribbean?
Out of the 3, so the 3 that we're going to talk about are the 3 that you mentioned was Costa Maya, correct?
Yes.
Roatan, Honduras, and then the Cozumel, of course, Cozumel.
Yes.
Oof,
Those are all three good ports. And probably
they
the
really
three
are.
ports that I would push to go to if you were going to go sail the Western Caribbean.
Yeah, you
Minus
know what?
Progresso. Progresso's just not my favorite.
No, definitely. No, I'm not a big Progresso fan. I think out of those three, I think the one that I really like the most is Roatan. Because one, it's very scenic, right? Once you get off the ship, it's very scenic, and then two, everything is kind of like condensed in that little island. And normally, I don't really like that kind of experience, but Roatan is just a different experience.
It
Right,
is.
all in itself. It's a little tiny island, but it doesn't feel like that. And the first time that I went there, I think I just did an island exploring. My buddy actually, who worked on the ship as a bartender, he took us through the whole entire island. But we ate some fish at the end, and we swam, and we jumped off the docks, and it was just a really fun day. And for me, I mean, that just kind of sums up a perfect day at port or a perfect day of cruising. So I think I'll never forget that day as long as I live. So
I love Roatan. I mean, the first time that we pulled up in there, I won't ever forget walking out onto my balcony. After pulling up there, just woke up, walked out, and I was just like,
beautiful.
Where are we? Absolutely one of the most beautiful ports to port into.
Yes, I agree.
And got a good little setup. You ain't got to leave the port.
No,
you really don't. That's
don't.
one of the places. It's kind of like Costa Maya. It's one of those places you don't have to leave the port. You can party it up right there.
Costa Maya. I'm the opposite on Costa Maya, but we can cross that bridge when we get to talking about Costa Maya.
So, are you not a Costa Maya fan?
I am not a Costa Maya fan. I am not a Costa Maya. I will get off the ship, but I am not a Costa Maya.
When you get off the ship, do you usually leave the port? I mean, if you do get off the ship, do you leave the port area? Do you go out in the golf cart?
I mean, it's definitely better to leave the port area. I think that's my piece of advice. I think a lot of people get scared. Or a little bit cautious. I shouldn't say scared. That's the wrong word, but a little cautious to leave the port area of Costa Maya. And there's a lot of fun things to do outside of the port area. What I'm not really a big fan of is the port area itself, because I know that's really, I guess it's not a really good reason to not like the port area of Costa Maya, but I do know that that entire Costa Maya port area is just all funded by all of the cruise companies.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Mostly Royal, because if you look there, what do they actually have? If you go all the way towards the back, they have that new Flow Rider.
Correct.
And where do you see Flow Riders? Royal Caribbean, right? So.
Well, you do know, and I did learn. I did some learning on some Costa Maya, getting ready for the show. But I did learn that Costa Maya was specifically built for cruise lines.
It was.
Specifically. It's just a specific cruise line place. And I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that it was just built up specifically to gear towards the cruise lines.
They don't want you to know. They don't want you to find that out.
No, they don't. I mean, another thing that I found out about Costa Maya is that its beaches serve a nesting ground for the endangered sea turtles.
Yes, big time.
Yes, and I didn't realize that either. That they are really big on that.
Huge.
But I'm like you I do like the port. I was talking to Zach about Costa Maya. It is a sensory overload when you first go.
Yeah.
It's a lot crammed into a small port. With the dolphins and the bird sanctuary and all that stuff. It is a lot. But I think his kids are going to love it. I mean, especially with the new Flow Rider stuff. If they don't leave the port, I think they'll be set. The only downfall is, I tend to look at how many ships are going to be in port.
Yes, that's always a big
try to book cruises is how many I will look and see how many ships are going to be important. If it's going to be a lot, especially with the Mardi Gras and Icon coming over, we'll determine whether I stay on the ship or not, because
Correct.
it's going to be elbow to elbow, elbow to elbow in Costa
And
Rica.
you're gonna have take a few things off the rack, and you're gonna get on a line, and it's gonna be 26 people deep, and you'll be like, oh, I'm already sweating, and everybody's just
Yes. But I do have to say that leaving Costa Maya the first time, going to the fishing village where Crazy Lobster and
yeah.
all that stuff was very.
I forgot about Crazy.
I was kind of scared a little bit, because you hear stories and the looks.
Cautious,
you're kind of like,
cautious,
am I supposed to be down here? The best place. So if you ever get a chance to go down there to the Dirty Monkey or whatever it is, or to Crazy Lobster,
oh my God!
If you just
fun.
just do it, just go and have a good time. Just go and have a good time. Either way, I like Costa Maya.
Yes, and I will have to say, I do have to say, with the shops in the Costa Maya port area, I think they do a really good job to having some souvenirs there that I guess give back to wildlife. I was able to actually get a bracelet for a good friend of mine who was doing some work with some sea turtles. She works for a park. She works for the park system actually in New York, and she loves sea turtles. So I knew actually that when you said that they did #1 research in Costa Maya. She actually told me that when I told her I was going on the cruise. She's like, "Did you know that?" I was like, "I do actually." So
I did not know that.
Flipped out, and she loved it, and it said they give back 10% of the proceeds to sea turtles and the foundation. So they do really have a lot of cool knickknacks in the Costa Maya port area. I will say that's one thing that I like.
Yeah, they do a lot. You'll find everything. Everything. You'll find everything. Our next up. So we talked about Roatan. Well, first of all, let me put the brakes on. Let's go back. So what do you think about Mexico?
Mexico? Okay.
Passing, I think it's Mexico. Well, yeah. About all the hands-on with the animals, such as the sloths and the monkeys.
Ooh.
So do you think that's going to hurt a lot of their business down there?
I think it is going to hurt a lot of their business. I think it's a big eye opener for a lot of people. If you also had heard the story in the news about a month and a half ago, a lady who had swam with pigs, I believe, in the Bahamas, over a 6-year course, she actually caught parasites. She didn't know. But she said she felt like something was clawing at her cheek, and she never knew what it was. And it ends up like eating at her face. And she lived, obviously, but she's got scars all over her face. And it just so happened to be that she was, taking the Instagram picture with the pig, and the pig, must have went like the wrong way, and just smudged up against somewhere. And parasites are little, man. I'm not going to go into the whole health thing. I'm sure. Parasites are parasites, and animals carry parasites. We carry parasites. So, I mean, when you hold these wild, semi-wild, you can say they're domestic, whatever you want. But when you hold a sloth that's supposed to be out in nature, or a pig that's supposed to be in the wild, well, guess what? That pig might have ate some poop, 2 hours before it was eating apples out of your hand. So, while I say it might hurt some business, I think it was honestly about time for the eyes to be opened up. I had never done any of the excursions with holding, any exotic or wild animals. I always thought it was cool. I always thought it was nice. I'll look at them, but I'm not holding a baby pigeon or a baby dinosaur, or coddling a snake around we're not doing any of that. We're not doing any of that. I'm not holding a bird, or I'm not holding a baby pig, or keep it over there. I'll take a picture of it. I'll post it on Instagram from here, on YouTube from here, and you keep the pig over there, Mr. Pig Trainer extraordinaire.
Look,
So.
look who's in the chat.
Eddie! Parasites here.
Eddie!
You're a parasite, Mr. Potato.
Thanks for coming in.
Hey, I'm just
Eddie.
saying,
Good
don't
to
worry.
see
I
you.
like animals.
Yo.
I pet cats and I pet dogs. I'm not an animal hater. I love animals, but I'm just saying, you know, some things just aren't really meant to be. And I don't know. I
You're
never
right.
really thought holding sloths was like a thing humans were like put on the earth to do. I think they're
You're right.
cute.
They are cute. And I do have to say that when we went in, what was it? I guess probably a year ago, February, we were in Roatan.
Mm-hmm.
And we went clear. We took a 45-minute to an hour ride across the island. You hear me?
Oh, yeah.
I was a little scared because I was like, where are we going? But I got to hold some monkeys and some sloths. And what was really neat, what I thought that was neat, was that they showed us deer, like a buck or whatnot. And they were like, oh, and this is a deer. And, they were really proud, and I'm just like, oh, we have a lot of those roaming free where I'm from. I mean, we hunt those. I mean, they're in our backyards every day. But to them, it's not something that, it's like it is here. You don't have deer running about everywhere getting hit by cars and stuff like you do here.
Correct.
So they were proud of their deer. But I was proud for them.
I was proud. They had no idea.
None, honey. None.
Me neither.
And then our last port that I want to touch base on is Cozumel, one of my favorites.
Oh, I love Cozumel.
So, would you suggest always leaving the port when you go to Cozumel, of course?
You want to know what? Here's the thing. If you just want to have a sloppy, drunk time and buy some cheap souvenirs and have a blast haggling somebody down from $6 to $4, stay in the port area. You will have the time of your life on probably 2 frozen sex on the dunes, and you will be living your best life. And you might probably go back with some prescription drugs from Mexico that you might even not know what they do, but you got them for cheap on the low, and you're fine. You want to know what? Cozumel is always good for that, but it's also good for many other excursions. And you want to know what? If you actually go to Cozumel enough, there are a lot of local people there. I've gotten to be friends with a lot of the locals there in Cozumel, who a couple of them have actually become friends of mine that, I've met their kids and everything. And, it's just a great time. Every time I go to Cozumel, I hit them up. I say, yeah, what are you doing? They've taken you to some of the bars that are in places that you might, but you have people.
Yes.
So, but Cozumel's a great time. I love Cozumel. I think Cozumel is one of those places you can go out and truly have a different experience every single time.
Yes.
Even though it's the same damn place.
Yes, and you're right. So, every time we go to Cozumel, we always do either Mr. Sancho's or Paradise Beach.
Love that place.
But this time, I'm going for my group cruise. We're doing a group cruise thing at Mr. Sancho's in October. But in August, I'm going to Del Mar Beach for the first time.
Oh, okay. That will be fun.
And so, it's a small, they only allow 40 people in.
Yep.
So it's small, low key.
So much fun.
So I'm excited. I've heard a lot of good things about that little beach club. So
I don't think I've ever been. I don't think I've ever been.
It's within walking distance from the international port. So, if you do Royal Caribbean or something and you go down there, you can walk to it. Right.
Are you taking Carnival though?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be on Valor in August and then Jubilee in October. Yeah.
Very nice.
Yes.
Love that.
I'd have cruise content. I can't wait till October. I need some cruise content before then. So I had to put an August one. Strictly for the tube, strictly for y'all. That's the only reason why I cruise.
Strictly food. Ooh, venison is good. Yeah, I like venison too. Yeah, Vicky, I don't eat pork either. I do eat bacon, but it's got to be a certain type of bacon. You know, the certain type of bacon. But other than that, yeah, I kind of avoid pork too as well.
Listen, TCT said low key and I just don't seem to go together. They really don't. I try to be low key, but I'm a very loud low key.
I hope we get TCT on the ungroup cruise.
They better come. They better come. That's all I got to say.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Have you watched her videos?
Have I watched her videos? Her videos are amazing.
She cracks me up.
She's like the life of the party. I know she's gonna just be out there getting she's gonna be getting all the people that in our group that just are sitting back there and don't want to dance. She's gonna be getting on. And by the end we're all gonna be dancing together, whether you want to or not. So
me and Dustin's gonna be on our cruise in October. Ooh. He's gonna be on Jubilee at the same time I'm gonna be on Jubilee.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
So Dustin, are you going to where are you going? Are you going to Mr. Sancho's in October? Let us know.
Mr. Sancho's.
What's my favorite? I don't know what he's talking about, but my favorite one, I would have to say, out of 3 ports, would have to be Roatan, I think.
Roatan, definitely. Have you ever been to Alaska? Not to completely go out of the Western Caribbean, but have you ever been to
Here
Alaska?
We go. We just left the Western Caribbean. No, I'm just kidding. No, I have not done Alaska. And Alaska was supposed to be for my 50th birthday, which would be 2027. But I don't think that's going to happen because I chose to do an unhinged, ungroup, unhearted group cruise that year. So Alaska was just going to have to wait another year. Because, doing Alaska, it's almost, flying to Miami. Anytime that you have to fly to a port, that's a big thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big trip. Because now I'm having to buy plane tickets, room and board, plus the cruise.
Bright line tickets for some of us.
Yes. So, see there? So, we're kind of spoiled where we're at because I have Port of Mobile, I've got Port of New Orleans, and I got Galveston all at my disposal. I mean,
I got Port of Arizona. I got Port of Cactus. I've got Port of Javelina, which is a wild pig, and that's about it.
Do you not sell out of Long Beach very often? Aren't you close? How far are you from
Yeah, I'm usually the stupid one, and I fly all the way to Miami, not Miami, or MCO or Fort Lauderdale, and I take the Bright Line. Yeah, no, the easy would just be to go to Long Beach, but I actually have a buddy that's on the Carnival Panorama now. He just got contracted on the Carnival Panorama. He's already there. So I actually am thinking about taking my cousin on a short 6-night cruise out of on the Carnival Panorama. So
nice.
Which will be the Western Caribbean. It will be, I think, Progreso and Catalina Island, if I'm not mistaken, or Progreso and Cozumel, maybe.
Cozumel, yeah.
Yeah, Progreso.
You said on the Valor?
No, on the Panorama.
Oh, on the on the Panorama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's going to be so Catalina Islands and maybe
Cozumel.
No, because Cozumel's on the Western.
Yeah. True.
It would have to be Catalina and maybe Cabo.
Ooh, Cabo. Yeah, he would love that. So
I would love to take that.
I don't know when I'm going to fit that one in, but that's on the horizon somewhere.
I would like to take that that trip down the Riviera, Mexican Riviera. Never been.
Pig.
Never been.
Do you happen to see that video that is down on under? If you want to hide the comment there, and then if you want to if you want to play that video, that I think that video might be a video that you're pretty familiar with. Yeah, you're in it, so I hope so.
Do I have to play it or?
No, you have to. Yeah, I can't.
Here we go. I'm scared.
I'm scared. No, don't be scared. It's a.
Listen, Linda. You need to book the cruise. February 2027. It's a Valentine's cruise. We're sailing out of Miami on the 14th of February.
Like that. What happened?
And Denise is going to be there. And I'm going to be there. And the other Scott and Zach's going to be there. So book it. It's a better video.
Yeah.
Yes, book it. Emily? I can't deal with you, Scott. I can't.
Linda, listen,
Linda. So I wonder, Linda, did you book that cruise?
You were cracking me up last night. I was like, I have to get that. And that is yeah. That's gonna be like you guys are gonna see that. I'm gonna be playing that on my lives too. So that is yeah, that is a 40-second promo from Mr. I gotta fix the Miami. I don't know why that did that like that, but yeah, I'll fix that. But yeah, that was gold last night. When I saw that, that was amazing.
Eddie, is Alice watching too? Hey, Alice. Hey.
Everybody is cracking up. I love it.
I'm sorry, Eddie. I'm sorry. I didn't know she was in here watching.
Hello, Alice.
I am so happy Eddie's in here. He always misses my stuff.
I know Eddie is here. He's awake. He probably took a elongated nap in the middle of the day. That's why he's up right now. Because right now, oh my Lord, it is 10:12 on the East Coast over there by you guys. Holy moly.
10, 12.
Not 9:12 by you, but wow.
Captain Billy J says he's going to the Mexican Riviera in September. Cabo San Lucas and Ensenada.
Oh, that might be the other one. Ensenada. Yeah.
That's it. I was thinking of that other one. I couldn't think of the. I ain't familiar with that track over there.
Yeah, Ensenada's okay. It's fun. A lot of people think it's a little rough, but I like the walk. It makes you. I like the walk. I'll take the bus one way, but then I'll walk back in Ensenada because it really builds your character. You know, nobody messes with you, but it seems like a more authentic Mexico when you walk back to Ensenada. It's like I don't know, 18-minute walk, not even.
Dustin is on it today. Dustin said Denise just add alcohol and he's an all-inclusive party.
Oh, Dustin, this is gonna be this is gonna be such a good cruise.
Dustin, I can't wait to meet you in October.
Nobody's gonna sleep. It's just gonna be crazy.
Yep. Well, at least I touched on my subjects today.
You did. You did. Still got 15 minutes too, and we talked about. Well, those are probably the three most popular ports in the West.
Yes,
definitely.
Yes, they are. They are. I did just visit Grand Cayman.
That's another one. I do love that one.
In February. And we did do the sea turtle farm. I think that's what it was, or the conservation, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did the sea turtles, and I went to. Where else did we do? Is Grand Cayman the one with Hale? Is that where you go to Hale in Grand Cayman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think if you threw Grand Cayman in, though, out of all, I would choose Grand Cayman. And I know that whatever just happened there, but Grand Cayman is one of the most safest ports. Not that the other ones are not, but Grand Cayman is just, I think, out of all the Western Caribbean ports that you could possibly go to or choose, I think Grand Cayman is my all-time favorite. It is a working community. Everybody's working, right? You don't see much trash around. They're very clean. They're, like I said, they're working people, so they're not haggling you. There's nobody selling little bracelets or bangles, or it's not like that. You sit on the beach and you enjoy yourself, and the cocktails are of sufficient price. No, they're not bashing you over the head. The food is phenomenal, and whether it's seafood or not seafood, chicken or something like that, the food is absolutely amazing. So I love Grand Cayman. Grand Cayman,
Yes,
amazing.
it is. It's nice. It
And they're
is nice.
pretty. Those are gorgeous. They got the queen on them, and they're like blue and teal and turquoise, and I have a few of them. I remember they're beautiful.
Love it. Billy J says we didn't mention Belize.
Oh, Belize too. I forgot about Belize.
I forgot about Belize actually, Billy J. It just wasn't. I guess it's a port that just didn't stick out in my mind.
It's falling in popularity though.
Just a little bit.
Because
it's
of
the small port
safety.
for the amount of people that are coming in. You know what I'm saying? It's like Costa Maya. It's your elbows to elbows trying to walk through. It's another one of them questionable. It kind of gets you. Is it really safe to leave the port? Are you going to be okay?
It's been level 3. It's been level 2. It's been level 3, 3.5, back to 3, back to 3. You're
not that I try to put myself in these situations, but
right.
When it's my time, it's my time.
Right.
I mean,
when it's my time, it's my time.
It's gonna be my time, and it's gonna be my time doing what I love doing. Traveling. I mean,
You crack me up.
Do we have any more drink, mate?
When it's my time, it's my time. No, I like Belize.
I'm on my second glass.
I will have to say, I'll say one thing about Belize. I actually had a really good friend out of Belize that I think I went to Belize probably 6 to 10 times during 2012 to 2016. And I met a good friend down there actually. And since I was going into that port all the time, I would just continually hit him up. He was a scuba instructor, but he was also a tour instructor. That's how I originally met him. I took one of his tours. He took us all around the town. We had lunch. We did a whole bunch of shit, and it was amazing. It was so cool. So I went back, and we continued to stay friends. And I think experiencing Belize back then, 2012, 2013, 14, 15, 16, I think is probably Belize is not like that anymore. And I am just lucky to have had those experiences and had it with somebody who kept me safe. Because now Belize, I will have to say, it's not as rough as they make it seem, but it's also not as safe as it used to be. It's really not. 2012, I didn't have to think, but I always had on a swivel, but you didn't have to think like 2025. Now you do. Like Scotty said, it's like, do I leave the port? Do I not leave the port area?
Yeah.
Should we just stay in the...
It's kind of like one of them ports that, if I go, I weigh the pros. Do I really want to suffer the tender going into port? I mean, is it really worth...
Good thing too.
The way, I mean, just to me, it's one of the roughest tender ports.
Yeah.
To go on. And I don't ever get, I don't have to wear seasickness patches or anything like that on a cruise ship. I've never been one of those ones. But on a tender boat, there have been times that I've had to put my head in between my legs.
Mm.
I mean, it's listen, my head is going with that one. It is one of the worst ones that I do get kind of a little motion sickness on the tender boats.
Yeah.
So when I go to these places that have tender boats, I tend not to drink.
Yes.
Because I know that it's just, it's going to get the best of me.
Yeah.
It is. Denise said that she found good knockoffs in Belize. Yes, girl, you can find good knockoffs. Let me tell you about my little Belize perfume story. For those that know me, this may come as a shock, but I wear perfume, not cologne. Perfume. It just works with my body chemistry.
He
And
says,
if I do wear cologne, it's going to have to be like, fresh smelling scents like Aqua de Jo or something like that. So anyways, I went into Belize and I went into one of them perfume places where it just had perfumes everywhere. And I found my Versace. Good price. She let me smell it. It smelled really good. I was ready to buy it. She said, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. She got to go hunt it down. That should have been my red flag right there. Anyways, I got home. I was so excited to sport my new Versace perfume.
oh no.
It was nothing but water.
No.
Water.
Ah.
And I kept that bottle of water up there on my shelf for probably, 6 months. I looked at it every day. And why I kept it, I don't know, because it made me peed off. I was so peed off. So needless to say, I don't ever buy perfume or colognes on a vacation. I just don't. It ruined me. It ruined me. So yes, Belize is really good for knockoffs, honey.
Yeah, Billy. Oh, Billy J. Jesus.
What did he say? Because that
Probably toilet water.
it was probably Billy J. Thank you. Probably.
Oh Lord.
And they're probably thinking them dumb Americans. They believe anything. They'll buy anything.
That's so dirty. That's so dirty.
Yeah.
Rip
But anyway, how are you doing on your drink? I'm on my second one.
Oh,
see, you need a refill. And listen, my toes are going numb. My toes and my lips.
I do need a refill, but I don't want a refill. I think I want to. That was sweet.
Everybody's saying that it's probably toilet water. God dang, he made that.
Bully. It did have a hint of garlic.
Dustin, be on it.
It did have a hint of garlic. Just a tiny hint of garlic, sir.
Dwayne is a cologne buff. Yes, honey. Me too. I got to have all the smell goods, and Bath and Body Works is my favorite.
Look at Captain Billy J's comment on the bottom.
Scotty, I guess who's coming to my meetup in July? Billy J is.
One more.
I missed that. We've been married too long. We're like that married couple that's been married for like 30 years. You know, you're really hot and heavy at the beginning, and then, like at 13, 14, 15 years, it's like a chore. It's like, really? Really? But that mofo ain't got to take advantage, and he knows that.
No,
He ain't got to take advantage.
I'm cracking up. I'm dying.
I'm sorry. The alcohol's getting to me. That Tito's is kicking my booty, Cheryl.
He's tingly. Yeah, is Cheryl still here? Cheryl, what day is it? She's going to wake up and it's going to be tomorrow.
Denise, you know, honey. You already know.
You know. Oh, that's hilarious.
9:24. Oh, so hold up. Wait, I want to go back because there's people in here that we were discussing StreamYard yesterday, right? With the 20 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Not no more.
No?
The 20 hours with StreamYard is no more. I have looked, and they're even talking about it on Reddit. People are talking about what happened to the 20 hours on StreamYard because people are saying that they're only getting 5 hours of streaming. And that is where I'm at. I don't have no recordings going. It doesn't record anything. There's nothing in my library. And it warns me when I get close to 5 hours of streaming that I'm about over my allotment. So I only get 5 hours a month.
A month?
A month. That's it. 5 hours. They used to do 20 hours, but I think they have changed. I think they said that their pricing has changed at the end of 2024. Is when their structure changed. So I'm pretty sure it was 20 hours, but not mine. And when I go to my account on StreamYard and look at the free plan, it says 5 hours of streaming.
That stinks.
I'm not paying $400 a year, Scott.
That's crazy.
I really thought, oh, 20 hours. Okay, I got this. I mean, I can even go over, my lives with 20 hours. I mean, yeah. So now I'm back at square one again, and I'm stressing.
So there's other streaming platforms out there. Like Emily said, why don't you use IO or Restream? I mean, it's definitely a learning thing. Obviously it's not the same as StreamYard, but it does the
really
same thing. But
I did look at Streamlabs, and I looked at what is it, OBS or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Those are, and I even spent a week looking at those, like really trying to get in, and it is too integral. It's too it's almost like programming. You really have to know what you're doing.
Yes, you do. You really do.
Going into those settings, and I'm not there. It's hard. It is. I could probably learn it, but I just don't want to. I'm lazy.
Yeah. I just don't want to. I just don't
want to. I don't.
Are you using a Mac or a regular computer?
A regular computer. So let me tell you how my setup goes. Okay, it's. So of course I don't have a webcam on because I'm using a desktop when I do my lives. So I hook up my phone with IV Cam and kind of throw it into StreamYard. So I have my phone setting up by my computer, and then my computer's right here, and it kind of throws the video into StreamYard. However, that didn't work for me tonight. It's the second time during my live that cam situation didn't work. So now I had to I had to go into StreamYard on my phone and go into it that way, and then pull up StreamYard on my computer so I can follow along with the chat.
That makes
crazy, sense. But it worked.
Yeah,
it worked. James told me, he says, we're gonna have to stop using your phone as a webcam, and I'm fixing to buy you a webcam for that camera. I mean, for that computer.
Computer, yeah.
So I think that's what we're fixing to do. But my phone works really well to me. I mean, I like it.
Yeah, it does. Your picture's clear, so it's fine.
Anyways.
Yeah. No, but the other ones are definitely a learning curve. Obviously, you can just use YouTube as it is. But YouTube, you can't put up any comments. So that's the one thing about YouTube. So that's the weird.
Listen, YouTube. For anybody that hasn't done live on YouTube, let me give you a warning, okay? Because I struggled with this last night. If you use YouTube Studio to go in and do your live, your chats are going to skip. Okay, they're going to skip and it's going to jump. So like what I was doing was, I'd had a chat highlighted, trying to keep my place of what was going on. But like 10 messages would come up, and that whole section would come up, and it made me lose my spot, and it was driving me crazy. I mean, at one point I was just like, I'm not even going to keep up with it. Like tonight, there's so much chat going on, I can't keep up with.
He's overwhelmed.
I can't keep up. I can't keep up in the chat tonight, so I'm just winging it. So if I missed you coming in, welcome to Anchors Aweigh. Welcome.
Cam Fam is here. Emily is here. I don't think too many new people, but you still got 22 in the house. Linda's still here. Linda.
Listen, Linda.
Still go back up here. Yeah, I am in also.
The Cam Fam is in here.
Okay.
Cam Fam.
Barry's laughing his ass off. I'm going back up now. Going back up. Make sure we didn't miss anybody. No, I think Cam Fam
Scotty, you need an external webcam. Yes, honey, I know. I know this, honey. I know. Hold on, I got to take a look.
OBS is woo. OBS is woof. Yeah, you need to be a little techie for OBS. Like Greg from Cruise Life TV can use OBS. Elisa could use Elisa from Elisa's Adventures of Cruising.
It's hard,
but it is a learning curve. You know, could I learn it? Yeah, I could learn it, but it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough.
It is.
So Bina's here. Bina is here. Hello, Bina. Bina's still here. We still got mad peeps.
Dustin says true Apple. He's Android for life. I can't do Android. I've tried it. I tried it for a year.
Good camera.
I tried it, and I just can't do an Android phone. It just, I don't know.
Good camera. That's it. Thank you, Billy J. Wow, Billy J gave me a compliment. Holy crap.
Where is he? What did he say? Where is he at? Down at the bottom? What did he say? Read it.
Said Scott is pretty good at controlling the chat.
Yes, he is.
Sometimes. I try.
You are good. I get in here and I get carried away, and yeah, sometimes I just lose myself in the chat.
I know people love seeing their name come up on, and I do too, you know, so as equal, you know, when you're in somebody's live and, you know, you say something, and whether you think it's important or it's unimportant, whatever it is, and it pops up on the screen, you're like, there's my name, you know, so I try to.
Vina White's in here. This is Miss Vina White. She's been my best friend since 7th grade.
7th grade?
That? 7th grade.
What?
Yes, she's in here.
Whoop, whoop.
Yes, she is, honey. Yes.
That is awesome. Bestie for real.
She is. She goes cruising with me. I take her cruising.
Oh, I love that.
We be tearing up the cruise ships.
We be tearing up the cruise ships. Aw, Linda Tolman's a ride or die for you, Scotty. Aw. I think
what happened? Where? Who? What?
The 24 people in here are a ride or die for you. Linda Tolman creates that. I'm a ride or die for you, Scotty J.
Linda, we love you. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging with us 2 nights in a row.
Linda, listen.
Cheryl has been Scott can control. Listen, he can. So let me ask you this, Scott, because it's really different. Do you find it easier hosting with 2 people versus hosting by yourself?
Ooh, that's a loaded question. That is a loaded question. You know, I am blessed to work with the people that I work with throughout my YouTube career. Elisa from Elisa's Adventures and Cruising, Chet from Sea Life Journeys, Jimmy from The Astute Tourist, Denise from Bone Tired Travelers, Embarkation Nation, Bill from Armstrong Adventures, Carnival Cruise Addicts, and Cruise Life TV. They are all amazing co-hosts, and I think it goes hand in hand. You know, obviously, there's a lot of pressure, right, to someone hosting a live by themselves, whether it be for the first time or repeatedly. There's a lot, right? You have to make sure that right, you're providing a little bit of education, and 2, you're being a little bit of providing entertainment. Right, because people come to YouTube for both of those things, education and entertainment. So I think that you have a little bit more undue pressure on yourself as a host to provide that when you are by yourself. But for me, myself, since I do as many live shows as I do, I think it's just a mind shift for me. You know, if I am going to be alone and every other Thursday for Thirsty Thursday, most of the time I am alone. I just am in that mindset that I'm going to be here. I hype myself up. I play my own music. I do my own things. But if I'm with Denise from Bone Tired Travelers, who I have every other Thursday, the Thursday being tomorrow,
And we
we do different things.
Denise.
Right? Love, absolutely love. We talk about different things. We catch up. We have a pre-game cocktail, and having a co-host like Denise and like Jimmy and like all of my other co-hosts, they also know when to kind of pick up the slack on topics that you're talking about, or
Yes.
right when the dreaded dead air comes as content creators, right? It's like, you know, in the cartoons when there was like nothing and it was just like, and you heard like that, like nothing was going on. Like nobody wants dead air, right? So when your co-host can kind of play off of what you're saying or say something else to add to the context of the subject, I think that that's really important. So me myself, I'm blessed, so I don't, for me it doesn't really affect whether I have a co-host or I don't, because I have so many amazing co-hosts that I work with. But if you are trying to figure out a show or you're working with somebody or collabing for the first time, you know, there could be some difficulties to work through, you know, sound checks. And, you know, sometimes people are just different than you are, and you might think that they are similar, and you get them in a back room or you get them on air and they say something, you know, a little like, you know, embarrassing, you know, like, oh, well, I didn't know that, you know, Tolbert felt like that, you know. I was like, I just made up a name. I don't know, Tolbert. It just came into my mind. But yeah, so it's just different. It's just different. I think I don't like one better than the other because I am as blessed as I am. But I think it would be a different answer for a lot of different people. But yes,
you're right. You're right. And it is. I mean, when you're co-hosting with two people, there has to be a good relationship.
Yes.
You know, because like you said, you have to play off of each other and bounce.
Correct.
And for somebody like, I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna put myself out there that's not experienced with YouTube Live. I mean, you know, with going live streaming or co-hosting, it is different, and it's you're learning the person. I mean, you know, it's different. Like when I watch you. When everybody watches you, they have a I'm not going to say misconception, but you know, they have their thoughts of you because you know you portray yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's different when you're working with that person.
Yes,
because now you're having to learn how to play off.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, 110%, 110%.
But I love it. I think a little more pressured with a co-host.
Yeah.
A little. Just I think it's a worry of making sure that it flows. Versus when you're by yourself, it's just only you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just, you go with it. But I love co-hosting.
I started all of my lives by myself, you know, and I kind of thought along the journey, you know, who am I talking to the most? Who am I relating to the most? And you can even think of that now, right? Like, let's just say, you know, I'm just picking somebody like you and Vicky do a 30-minute show together or something like that, or somebody, you know, even me and you or something like that, that you feel like you're closer with, right? As you go on through these shows, like I'll give you a perfect example, Warmstrong and myself. Sorry, I do have to brag. Award-winning show, right? First of all, I never thought we would ever get a YouTube award for the best collab series. Second of all, right, I also didn't think that we would ever be at the episode that we are, right? We started and we said, yeah, you know, if this thing works out, we're going to continue Cruise Talk Live. And it became 8 episodes, 9 episodes, 20, 30, 50, 60. So, you know, and it's like, okay, well, now this is like a thing people know on Wednesdays at, you know, 4 p.m. PST, 7 p.m. EST. Bill and Scott are going to be on for Cruise Talk Live, right? Because we've kind of built that up, and you guys know and expect that every Wednesday. And over the course of what was happening between on the screen, right, in the background, Bill and I were building up chemistry, right? And he's a very easy guy to work with. And again, sitting here and talking with somebody like Bill about cruising for an hour is an absolute joy, right? It's one of the easiest things for me to do on YouTube, period, as far as any of my live shows. Sitting here and talking to Bill genuinely about cruising, it's amazing, right? But again, everyone isn't as blessed as that, right? So I can see the adhesion you can have with working with somebody that you're not familiar with, or somebody that you said, okay, well, let's try this. And guess what? If a show doesn't work out for the first, couple times, or even the first time, it's okay to kill a show and start somewhere else, or start with another co-host. You don't have to feel any certain type of way.
You're right.
It is what it is. It's okay. It's okay. It is okay.
You're right. You're right. And I thought about that when I started this Anchors Aweigh. I thought, God, I hope this lasts. Because listen, I'm gonna tell you, because Eddie, when I told Eddie that I was doing a show, add me to his list, he was like, I'm not saying this that it's bad, but it sticks in the back of my head, and I think it's my motivation to keep going. He says, if you stop doing your show, please let me know, because a lot of people will start up a show and stop doing it because it doesn't work out, and it doesn't, and nobody lets them know, so he's still advertising. And when he said that, I was like, oh, so a lot of people start shows and they don't work out. And so I almost had second thoughts, really, on doing it, because I was like, I don't want to be that. Like, nobody wants to fail, but you don't get better until you fail, right?
You don't. But
I didn't want to, it's what other people think. So I didn't want to start a show and then have to cancel it because it's just not working out. So that stuck in the back of my head. And every time I start up a show, every week, I'm like, oh, I hope this is good. You know what I'm saying? You kind of get those butterflies, but once it starts, you made the right choice. You know what I'm saying?
Look at you. You had like 8 people in here before, and it was like 50 plus chats. People were going. People know when to show up for Scotty J now. So this is now a thing. 6 episodes in, it is now a thing.
It is.
Is this your first co-hosting with 2 people on a live stream?
Yes, on my live stream. You're my first. You're my first. But I have to. But listen. I do have to give Billy J the props, because he brought me on as a guest on his live for Carnival Spirit.
Yes.
So that was my first touch of live.
But he was clicking all the buttons and making all the things do all the things.
Oh, yeah. I was just sitting there, answering questions. I mean, I really didn't know what the heck to do.
I love it.
But you, Scott, Stir, are my first.
The 2 Scotts. Yeah.
So we need to really start planning, because we need to do a big show.
Captain Billy J popped Scotty's live cherry.
He did. That fool, I swear to God. And you know what? Let me tell y'all something. Okay, so we were on the same ship. And we really didn't get to hang out on that ship. We were on the Carnival Spirit. And we really didn't hang out. I mean, I would see them in passing, like if I was recording, and I walked past, or I think I have them in one of my videos when I was in Freeport, and I happened to pan around in the port, and I'm like, oh, there's Billy J,
Captain Billy J here.
I kind of felt like, oh, I'm stalking Billy J.
Love you, Billy.
Not really, but I mean, we really didn't get the time to hang out, because we were both vlogging and doing our stuff. So I really am looking forward to cruising with him in 2027 and, getting some one-on-one time with Billy.
Oh, it's going to be.
I did, though. Getting that one-on-one time with Billy. I didn't get that in September or last November. So
I can't wait to see all the content that comes out from all the different creators that go on that cruise and do different things with excursions to ports.
Listen,
things on the ship together, interviews. Oh, God.
How many creators do you think we have going on? I mean, just a rough
already.
Estimate, do you think that we have going on the 2027 cruise?
Close to 20, at least. Close to 20. There's probably only 1 or 2 people that are going that they even have YouTube channels, but they don't post content such as I'll give a good example. Kimberly Lavelle. She's already booked right? She's a supporter. She's always here. She's in the match game. She's in your chat. She's in my chat. She's in the Go Live Together. She's everywhere, right? But she doesn't post. So there's probably like 1 or 2 of those, but everybody else that's already signed up, which is crazy. Liz sent me the list, and I'm like, there's this many people that are already booked, like, are all content creators. So yeah, close to 20, Scotty, close to 20. So the cameras are going to be flying. There's going to be, oh my God, exclusive interviews. There's going to be dinners. There's going to be behind the scenes. There's going to be bar crawls, this crawl, you crawl. Oh my God, forget about it.
It's gonna be crazy. We do need to do a show. You and I need to do a live show. 2027.
Definitely. There's gonna be tons of lives going on up to it. Believe me. Oh my God.
Now I will be doing my. If we're cruising, I'm sure we'll be cruising. I know we're leaving on the 14th. I don't know what day that is, but I do know that I'm going to do my live. I'm trying to attempt to do my live Anchors Aweigh on the cruise ship.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
We'll see. So you'll have to be with me for that and co-host.
That would be awesome. Let's see what day it is. February 14th. Imagine it is a Sunday. I was going to say, imagine it's a Wednesday, but it is a Sunday. February 14th. Yeah, it's a Sunday to Sunday cruise. So
okay, so our 4th day will be Wednesday.
Yep.
It'll be a port day, I'm sure.
Probably. Whoop, whoop.
But we're going to do it. We're going to go live or attempt to go live on the ship's Wi-Fi for Anchors Aweigh.
It's going to be good Wi-Fi, so
I don't know who's going to watch it because everybody's going to be on the damn ship.
Oh, everybody's going to watch it. Everybody's going to be having Wi-Fi. Everybody's going to be hopping. Everybody's live. Everybody's be photobombing everybody's lives. They're like, oh, they're by the casino. Oh, they're by the Lido.
That's what I'm looking forward to. To be scouting out where everybody's at.
And then you just see,
listen, you can be part of my show if y'all can find where I'm at.
You just see Eddie come across like, like, Eddie, get out of my life.
Oh, God. Oh, the Cam fam is going to be with Danny in July.
Oh, whoop, whoop. Love that.
She's got a big meetup in July.
She does. I wish I could go. Oh, I wish.
I do too. I'm so jealous. We were talking about Disney Springs. I used to go when it was Pleasure Island back in the day. Cast members would all go to Mannequins and party at the nightclub at Pleasure Island. Now they got this Disney Springs going on. Listen, it's 9:48. We have done it again.
We have. Scotty, did you see my comment about Jess? No, make it again, Zach. We didn't see it. There was a lot going on. Definitely Usual Suspects on Friday from the cruise. That'll be fun.
Did you see my comment about Jess?
Yeah, make it again.
I'm going up.
Wednesday 17th. Oh, it will be a C day, actually, Scotty J. CNS just confirmed. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep. CNS will be there, so he confirmed. He is already booked.
Okay, I need
him and Crystal are booked.
Oh,
him and Sherman. Sherman and Sherman are booked. Sherman, you booked yourself with Sherman. Sherman's going with Sherman. Sherry is no captain. No, do we have to get Captain Sherry to go just to harass Billy J? The whole ungroup cruise. I got to talk Sherry into going just so we have somebody to bug Billy J the whole week. This will be Sherry. You have to find Captain.
I'm so sick of Billy J. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so sick of Billy J and his damn rigged ass.
He wins everything.
Every sweepstakes he enters, he wins. And when that post comes across Facebook, I'm like, that mother. Yeah.
He won 2 times. 2 times, Billy J. He came to my house and he emptied this damn thing twice.
It's rigged. When I seen that he won your thing, I was like, it's rigged. That shit is rigged. I don't care what you say.
It's okay, Danny. You don't have the best captain there. You know it. It's okay. I didn't say the real captain. We know that's Captain Sherry. I said the best captain.
They're going to need to wipe down every
Danny
pole on the celebration after our cruise. You're right. They are.
Who
They are,
said
because
that?
me and Scott's going to be on every pole.
They're gonna have to wipe down every.
We're gonna be on every pole. We're gonna be on every pole.
Oh, that's great.
Scott's known for dancing on the poles on the cruise ship.
Oh, Billy, that's amazing. Take
Yes.
a picture of that. I gotta send that to Liz.
And we're gonna get Cheryl up on the poles.
Oh yeah, we definitely will for sure. Somebody just gotta hold her elbows, but she'll be dancing. Don't you worry. Put on a
That's
good
all right.
dance.
I just gotta have
She'll be
video of
dancing.
Cheryl dancing the poles because I gotta have some ammunition. You know,
Did you
Cheryl's gonna be trying to get us back.
Billy J won Lollapalooza tickets today worth $770.
I'm sick of his ass.
Lollapalooza tickets. Are you going, Billy J?
Can I go with you?
That's awesome.
Lollapalooza. Are you gonna take Scotty J?
That's like a music festival,
Billy
right?
J and Scotty J going to Lollapalooza.
Wait. Billy J, how in the world did you do that?
Billy J
What
just won
sweepstakes
$770
did this
worth.
entail? What I
I am so.
this is crazy. He probably just had to enter his name on a website or something like that, and click enter, and boom. I don't know how.
Billy J. Listen, I need you to do
One instant win from TikTok.
a video on how you win sweepstakes. Like, what sweepstakes do you enter? How do you find these sweepstakes? Because I want to enter.
I mean, he does tell a lot of them. He does. I mean, he doesn't reveal all of them, obviously, but he does tell some of them. Pretty cool when he goes to the conventions too. Those are always pretty cool. I like watching those videos. But he's always winning something. Billy J is always winning something, you know. So an instant win from.
I really didn't do that. Denise says Lickapalooza.
Lickapalooza. No, that'll be tomorrow for sausage trivia. Tomorrow is National Sausage Roll Day. Did you know that, everybody? So I didn't know a topic for tomorrow's Thirsty Thursday, but there it is. Tomorrow is National Sausage Roll Day. So bet your ass I am getting a sausage roll on the way home from work, and I will be eating a sausage roll on Thirsty Thursday trivia. Don't you? And
I imagine you'll be eating one of those on the way home from work, as you will probably have the munchies when you leave work. Scott.
Yeah, you're probably right. I should probably get 2 of them. You're right. You're right. So yeah, we'll have 2 sausage rolls tomorrow, and oh boy, I didn't even know what kind of sausage trivia there is, but bet your ass we're gonna be doing National Sausage Roll trivia tomorrow.
Listen, Billy J's got to be over here talking about he polishes the poles because he's a pole polisher.
You are a pole polisher.
Listen, Billy J, I'm done with your ass. Listen, I try not to say stuff in here, you know, because I don't want to put people out on front. But Billy J's talking about being a Polish. He's like, he is a polish the poles, a pole polisher. I was going to say earlier, I didn't get to spend time with Billy J on the September cruise. I didn't get to spend time with Billy J on our November cruise, whatever it was. Anyways, but I did have dinner with his significant other. And he is a delight. I absolutely adore him. Adore him. But I didn't want to say that. But since Billy is talking about being a pole polisher, then I mean, I try not to put people out on front like that. I have given out tips.
You both crack me up.
Look at this. Look at this. He's going to be in Scottsdale for a sweepstakes.
Yes, he is. He is. He is. We
Oh,
are.
y'all are going to eat Italian?
Right up the block. It's amazing. It's amazing.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I'm jealous.
No.
Fuck y'all motherfuckers. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Emily says Cheryl has pole duty. Zach wants to know how many times we're going to throw him under the bus in the last 24 hours.
Oh, you are under the bus, Zach. You stay there right now.
Zach, and you will be continually run over for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, and we're taking your wallet apparently on Friday, so.
I'm taking that. Oh. What time is that? What time is it? Friday?
Same time as the match game would be. We are holding Zach down, and we are taking money out of his paycheck, and you can win it and win Webster's wallet on Friday. If you're smart enough and fast enough and smarter than our resident teacher.
All right.
And we will be asking questions outside of his subject. We will not be giving him any handicaps. So if you think we're testing you in your subject, Webster, you are sadly mistaken. Very much opposite.
I cannot with him. Billy J is on it today. He is. Usually he's not on it like this, but he is on it today, honey. Billy J is.
I'm crying. He's hilarious.
Dustin, I hope this is your forever Wednesday. You better be in my live every Wednesday night because it's going to be like this.
Oh, he will Wednesday. Be. Don't threaten Dustin with a good time. Believe me, he'll show up early, like a day before. Dustin will be in here a day before. He'll be in here on Tuesday, saying it's Tuesday, not trying to trick Cheryl, just trying to get in here first. So
Danny
make sure you come in here. Make sure you come in here and check on Tuesday and star Dustin's little comment because they disappear. I've learned to do that, Dustin. I check my Thursday and I check Friday the day before. I check the studios just to see, well, did Dustin pop in here or anybody pop in here and say, I'm here at 8:15 on Wednesday waiting for Thirsty Thursday? Because they disappear and they do.
They do that, don't they?
They're gone. So, you know, then you're not the first. Well, you are the first in your heart, but not in the StreamYard world. So I've learned to try to get quicker. Sometimes he doesn't do it. Sometimes he does, but you know, and sometimes other people do it. So you just have to come in and I star them. And if you star them, they stay there. Then they stay there. But still, when you go all the way up to the top of the chat, they won't be up at the top of the chat. They'll only be in your starred little section. It's a StreamYard's a weird little.
Danny says that she needs to meet you, Scott. So we need to do a land-based meetup.
Land-based meetup.
Yeah, but yeah. So that way we can meet. So that way we can meet Danny.
I wish my cruise on World America was a little bit later. If it was later, then I would just stay in Florida. But that is not plausible. I wish I could.
Well, anyways, Zach will be staying under the bus forever. Yeah.
Yeah, he will, Danny.
It's all Zach's fault. There is a sweepstakes convention in Little Rock this August, but I can't go since I have 2 cruises in September. It's not enough time.
Yeah.
Little Rock is only 25 minutes from me, Billy. That's it. I'm always getting screwed out of things. Billy says there was a sweepstakes convention in Little Rock in August. But that's okay. I'll probably be on this cruise anyway, so at the same time. The fam says that he was leaving. People can't hang, and I'm an hour and a half. I'm at an hour and a half.
You are at an hour and a half. Oh boy.
I am.
You must have been around there.
Time goes by when you're having a good time.
It's like it's
I want to thank everybody. First of all, I want to thank everybody, every single one of you, for coming and hanging out with us tonight. Thank you, and thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, this is so fun.
Scott, thank you so much for co-hosting with me tonight.
Absolutely, my friend.
This was a great time.
I did too.
And I hope that this will not be the last.
It definitely will not. It definitely will not be the last, my friend.
All right.
And I hope that we can get you on the whatchamacallit, the match game soon. So again.
Just tell me when. Just tell me when.
Whoop, whoop.
You set a date, Scotty, and I will be there.
Whoop whoop. Scotty on the match game. Whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop. Listen, I want all of y'all to have a great night. Thank you again for joining me on this live stream, Scott. I had so much fun.
Likewise.
And I will see all of y'all tomorrow morning, I'm sure, throughout all the lives.
Yep.
Until then, y'all have a great night. Scott, thank you again.
Bye, guys. Bye, y'all.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Get up, everybody, and sing. We